What's up? My name is Max Salcedo. Today I'm going to be talking about how studying journalism has related to my experience here studying abroad in Barcelona. Something I want to talk about first. Something I can relate just because I love sports. I'm a big Barcelona fan, and also I love American football back home. I'm a Steelers fan. Was something I've noticed here, especially in the media, like newspapers, social media, and all that. If Barcelona, like FC Barcelona, loses a match, it seems like it's like the end of the world. Like if they even lose one match, not even that important. It seems like the club is gonna fall apart. Messi's gonna leave. Just everything just catches on flames. But when they lose, they just forget about it. It's kind of funny. They kind of over exaggerate. I know Barcelona is a big part of the city, and I would say soccer is a religion here. Compared in the U.S., I mean, you have a bunch of teams. You have your basketball teams and football teams, and if they lose, it's like blah blah. They criticize them, but not really as harsh as the media here in Barcelona. I feel like they don't really care, and they just rant about the team and all that. So I've noticed in America they tend to over exaggerate. The media does with for example coronavirus. They make it sound like it's the end of the world. We're all gonna I would say just die. I guess not die, but you know what I mean. Just over exaggerate. And there's also here I've noticed it's not that bad in media coronavirus. I mean they keep you updated and all, but I feel like it's not as bad as the media when they talk about it over there back home in the U.S. I feel like it's an over exaggerate. My bad. It's over exaggerated. They blow it up way too much. But that's why I've noticed. I think it's kind of annoying going on media sites back home and seeing the entire Corona thing, and it's just come on, you gotta chill with that. Also, I've noticed my mom sometimes, I told her she needs to stop. She kind of gets her news, or mostly sometimes even believes the stuff on Facebook. It's that's the last place you want to get news. Just I've seen all the posts and stuff, and it's just ridiculous. And people believe those posts. It's fake news, and fake news has been such a big thing nowadays, especially in the past couple of years, just people believing all that stuff online. It's come on, do your research, in my opinion. Follow reliable, news sources, I would say New York Times and all that. And, I mean, there's a bunch, The Guardian, for example, and it's just why? Why would you, first of all, go on Facebook? I've seen, how unprofessional, those posts look, and I'm really? Come on. I mean, I don't know how bad fake news here is in Europe, but in the U.S., it's a whole big thing. It's you'll see a post, I'm on Twitter, you'll see fake news all the time, and all that. It's ridiculous, you know? There's one thing that I've really noticed too, also, which is kind of sad that I've noticed that here in Barcelona, how the U.S. is kind of I would say kind of selfish in a way, they really just focus on themselves, especially media. They don't really sometimes talk about other world problems. It's kind of me. I mean if it doesn't involve them, they wouldn't really care, if that makes sense. I feel the U.S. is just kind of selfish when it comes to media at sometimes. I don't know, depending on what the situation is. But if something else is happening big, and when Corona first started, it was not such a big deal in the U.S. They didn't really talk about it, they mention it here and there. But now, after it's in the U.S., now it's a whole fiasco. You know what I mean? That's one of the examples that I thought, which I found really interesting when I came here in Barcelona. All right, the last thing I want to talk about in my blog is it's sad, but it's a good example of international news. Globally, breaking news is the death of Kobe Bryant. When that happened, I remember I was on Twitter, just surfing social media, tweets and stuff, and then TMZ reported it. But I didn't like how TMZ just gave out the names of the death without the family knowing first. I think that was kind of messed up in my opinion, which I think that's a big no-no in the world of journalism. I think shame on TMZ. I felt like forever. I thought it was a joke because TMZ reported it, because I don't know. I feel like TMZ is just, it's just a, I would say, I just don't trust them. But when the death happened, it felt like other news sources, it took a minute, like a long time for other like news sources to like report that. But once it did, it was just globally, everyone was reporting on it. Like, he's like such a big presence. That shows you like how big of an impact that he has had on people's lives, not just in the US, but around the world. I mean, I remember seeing athletes from like soccer to other sports around the world just remembering just Kobe Bryant and how I was as a person. But yeah, thank you. I am signing off. This is my vlog. Thank you.